This is Algebra 1, Unit 3, x and y intercepts. First of all, what does it mean by the x and y intercept? The y-intercept is where your line is going to intersect the y-axis. Remember, the y is the one that's vertical, goes up and down. So it crosses the y-axis. And to find the y-intercept, you want to set x equal to 0, because you can see to graph this point, you go over 0. So the x is always going to be 0, and the y is going to be our intercept that we're looking for. The x-intercept, you can see, is where you cross, where your line crosses the x-axis. And to find that, you're going to set your y equal to 0. You could see you're going to go over 5 in this case and up 0. So let's practice. First, given the equation, 4x minus 3y equals 12, what are the x and y intercepts? So I'm going to set y equal to 0 and find the x-axis. So if y equals 0, I have 4x minus 3 times 0 equals 12. 4x minus 0 equals 12. 4x equals 12. Divide each side by 4. It looks like x is going to be 3. So that's our x-intercept. Now to get the y-intercept, we're going to set our x equal to 0. Let me show you a little shortcut. We're going to set our x equal to 0. What I do sometimes, when I know I'm going to set x equal to 0, I sort of just cross it out, because I know when I make it a 0, it's going to get rid of it. So it makes it much easier to solve. Then I'm just going to divide each side by -3. It looks like y is going to be -4. So those are our two intercepts, 3, 0, and 0, -4. Let's try that again. It's sometimes easier if you put it in standard form, meaning you have your x, then your y, and then equals your whole number. You don't have to, but it makes your work a little bit easier. So I'm going to move that 4x over. I'm going to subtract 4x from each side. So I get -4x plus y equals -8. Now let's try my shortcut again. To find the x-axis, I'm going to set y equal to 0. So my trick again is I'm just going to get rid of the y. So I have -4x equals -8. Divide each side by -4. It looks like our x is going to be 2. To set our y equal to 0, get rid of this so we have some room to work. We're going to get rid of the 4x, so we had -4x plus y equals -8. Now we're going to set x equal to 0. So again, I'm going to just pretend I can cross that out, and I have y equals -8. Again, I like mine in standard form. I like x, y, and then the whole number on the other side of the equal sign. So I'm just going to subtract 24 from each side. It's just going to make my work a little bit easier. So I have 3x minus 4y equals -24. Let's find our x and y intercepts. So we set y equal to 0 for our x, and we set our x equal to 0 for our y. So again, I'm just going to get rid of the y, and I have 3x equals -24. Divide each side by 3. Looks like x is going to be -8. And let me see if I can undo what I just did. Okay, change colors, and that was -4y. So now we want to get rid of the x to find what our y is going to be. Divide each side by -4. It looks like y is going to be +6. All right. We can throw in some distributive property that doesn't bother us at all. We're going to distribute that too. So I'm going to say 2x plus 8 minus, make sure that minus sign goes with that 5, that negative sign, gives us negative 5y, and negative 5 times negative 1 gives us positive 5 equals negative 2. Let's just simplify this a little bit. I like my 2x here. I'm going to combine my 8 and my 5 together. I'm going to bring down my negative 5y. Looks like we get plus 13 equals negative 2. Again, I like my whole number on the one side. It makes our work a little bit easier. So I'm going to subtract 13 from each side. That's going to give me negative 15. And here we go. We're going to set y equal to 0 to get x, and then we're going to set x equal to 0 to get y. So to set y equal to 0, I get 2x equals negative 15. Looks like x is going to be negative 7.5. And then our last one, we had 2x, oops, let's try that again. 2x, we had minus 5y equals negative 15. Now we're going to get rid of our y. Oops, I did that already. We're going to get rid of our x. Let me get rid of that. Okay. We're going to get rid of our x to see what our y is. Divide each side by negative 5, and it looks like our y is going to be positive 3. All right, what does that look like on a graph? Here we go. Now we want to find the x and y intercepts given a graph. So all you do is look at it. You know that the x-axis is the horizontal axis. You know the y-axis is the vertical axis. So you simply look at it. You can say your x-axis is 4. So you go over 4, up 0, and that's our x-intercept. To get our y-intercept, we're going to go up 3 and over 0. Oops, oops, oops. Let's try that again. We're going to go over 0, up 3, and that's going to give us our y-intercept. All right, please try the practice problems. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.